Sourcing Secrets and CCS Property Management. So this is just a bit of a, it's kind of impromptu, but not impromptu, in the sense of that we had this idea for a piece of content that we wanted to share with you guys. I was just going to freestyle it out. Malachi was like, no, this needs some slides to go with it to give some visual effects. So Malachi banged out some slides to go with it yesterday, and we just want to deliver it to you. So we haven't done those sort of like pre-work up to actually sending it out to you or anything like that. Like literally, I think Malachi's just sent an email out to the list like just now. Anybody that's available, see it's going to get streamed on our Facebook group and on our YouTube channel, which has thousands of people in it. And yeah, we're just going to see like if there's anybody that obviously is available live, then great. If they're not, then that's fine. You can watch it on a replay. But yeah, this is just an impromptu live recording that we wanted to put out there and just really share with you some of our thoughts on some different areas of your business. And I say business specifically because this group is called Property Sourcing Secrets, right? And what I want to make sure the key thing is here, yeah, is that like you're looking at this and what you're doing as a business. And one of the key things around that, yeah, is your ability to generate deal flow. So we've got some slides to go with this to give a visual effect with it as well. And we're gonna get into this. So in the meantime, while we're just getting the slides up and just getting this set up here, what I want to do, is it still live?
Yeah, I was waiting for the live to load up.
Oh, okay, cool. I didn't see the live, and that's fine. So what I want to do is I want to give you just like, so if you've got an email about this and you come in through the link through Zoom, somewhere around on your page, you should see like a chat button, and you should be able to like obviously set up a chat for that. Yeah, I can see that happening now. So you can, yeah, so you can just ask any questions, put any comments in, just let us know that you're here. Yeah, if you're on Facebook, you can comment in the comment section while this is streaming live. YouTube, you can do the same thing, comment in the comment section. If you're on those social media platforms, feel free to share that with your friends and family and people that you want to know about this type of stuff. We've had some really good engagement really over the last like couple of weeks. Like, so we've been talking about, and we continue to talk about, deal flow. And I remember, like, say probably back maybe 10, 15 years ago now, I went to a Tony Robbins seminar, and he talked about something. One of the things he said is repetition is the mother of skill. And I truly believe that, but I also believe that while repeating something and doing something over and over again, there's no point doing the same thing over and over again that isn't getting the right result, right? Like it's about doing and getting through that right thing and refining it and seeing, is it getting me the result I want? And what's the point of consistently trying to generate deal flow using old school methods that are not getting you the results you need? So yeah, we're going to get into that. I think we're just having some technical issues, just getting it to go live on some of the other platforms. Oh, here we go. I can see that it's gone live and it's going off and going on. But yeah, let me know when you're ready, Malachi, and we'll get into it. So again, just a quick recap as we're waiting, like obviously, oh, there we go. As we're waiting, if you're on Facebook, you can comment in the comment section. You can share. YouTube, you can do the same thing. If you come in for Zoom, there's a chat function in there. If you've got any questions, anything you want to ask along the way, we'll be happy to answer. And we are talking about our favorite topic. Yeah, why do you need deal flow? Okay, so let's get into it. So yeah, why do you need deal flow? Like, ask yourself that question. Like, what is like, and what I want to start with is, let's forget about property for a second, yeah, and let's just think about business in general. Like any business that you're part of, that you're running, that you're into, right? Like, let's just think about what does it take for a business to be successful? Okay. Like deal flow is another word for leads, it's another word for prospects, it's another word for customers, it's a word for someone to transact with, someone to work with. And there's lots of different ways that transactions can work, right? And that's what it is all business is the function of your ability to get in front of and communicate and go down a relationship pathway, strategic seduction, whatever you want to call it, yeah, a relationship pathway with somebody where that person goes from not knowing you to knowing what your brand is about, what you're about, what it is that you do, yeah, and working with you, whether that be a landlord, that you manage their property, whether that be somebody that wants to sell their property and letting you be the person that takes control of the process of getting their property sold, yeah? And whatever capacity you're involved in that, your ability to generate deal flow and put your message in front of people that are looking for this type of stuff, yeah, is your ability to explode and grow your business, all right? So, like, that's it. Like, that is why it's so important. Like, it's not just about property. And I think that something like this, yeah, I believe it's seriously overlooked. And let me tell you why I think it's overlooked. Because we've spoken to well over 1,000 people, and consistently when I talk to people, and I'm going to talk to you in a bit about some of the responses I get from these people, but before I go into that, like, consistently when I talk to people, what happens is I have a conversation with somebody and we're talking about their business and what it is they're trying to achieve and so on and so forth. And there's this recurring thing of where somebody's gone on like a course. It could be an online course, it could be a in-person 3-day event at a hotel, it could be like a training over a number of weeks, it could be when working with a mentor, a number of different ways that somebody's gone into a course, yeah? And they've learned all these different things around property. Yeah, they've learned like all these different things. They've learned like things like rent to rent, flipping properties, commercial to residential, buying properties, selling properties, auction strategies, all these different things, land development. Yeah, they've learned all these different things, and they're maybe specialized in one area and so on and so forth. And what typically happens, and the reason why we end up speaking with and having these conversations with people and why we're even here, yeah, is that once they've got all that information and they know about how to do diligence on a deal, how to work out if an area is going to be profitable, how to work out if this deal is going to stack and stuff like that. Once they understand that, yeah, what happens next is they then are like, well, now I need opportunities to work all this information into. And that's where a big hang-up happens. And this is where a lot of people get into a very sticky situation of they've spent or invested quite a lot of money into trying to build out a business. And then now they're in this situation where they can't build this business because they can't generate deal flow. And what they're being told to do in relation to generating deal flow is not scaling to the levels that they want. Okay, and that's what happens when you don't get this right. Like, that is what happens when you get this wrong. Do you know what I mean? And like, that's Homer there. Like, you all of a sudden get this realization that, like, oh my gosh, I've got all this information around property, but I'm missing the key to really exploding my business and taking it to that next level. Yeah, and we've asked like thousands, so we spoke to over 1,000 people, yeah, over the last several months, and I'm talking about 1,000 people that are building a property business, that are getting started within a property business, that are already doing really well within a property business. And you can see here that one of the questions that before somebody speaks to us, we're very into really understanding the pains and frustrations of people that we speak to, whether it be a landlord, whether it be an investor, whether it be someone who wants to sell their property, whether it be a property entrepreneur that wants to grow and expand their business, yeah? And rather than us thinking we know what their problem is, yeah, we ask the question, what is your problem? And so we have a setup that when somebody goes and books a call with us, you can see here, like, biggest frustration we've uncovered. They go to book a call with us, they'll book the call, they'll put the time in, and we ask this question. What is the number one thing preventing you from hitting your monthly goal? Oh, and so we ask a couple of questions actually. We have like a couple of questions, but it draws into the same thing. Or what is your biggest frustration with your property business? Yeah. So these are questions that we ask as part of the process before somebody even speaks to us. Yeah. And then what you'll see here is, as you can see here, like as you see, we spoke to over 1,000 people. So this is conclusive information, like that type of insight. Think about it, like 1,000 people, over 1,213 people as of the 30th of August 2021. So like Monday, literally. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And like Monday just gone. And we spoke to over 1,000 people, 1,213 people, and they've answered this question. So this is conclusive. This is not like we theorize this. This is what people are saying to us, right? And their biggest frustration is said in lots of different ways. I'm only showing you a small sample of what people have got to say here, yeah? But their biggest frustration, I'm gonna actually read some of these out, yeah? And just making sure. Can you guys hear me? Okay, is something coming? Am I coming through loud and clear? Just getting a sound check. Check 1, check 2.
Yeah, everything's loud and clear. Just letting people in. There's people waiting to come in.
Okay, perfect. No worries. So yeah, as I say, the biggest frustration, and this is, as I said, this is coming from people that have booked calls with us and wanted to speak to us about exploding their property business, right? And rather than us guessing what we think their problem is, we ask them, what is your biggest frustration? What do you think is holding you back from hitting your income goals, right? We ask them that question. And these are some of the answers. As I said, we spoke to over 1,000 people, 1,213 people. So this is conclusive. This is not like theory. This is what the problem is. And I want this to get into your mind, yeah? I want you to get this into your head. The problem, the issue is not the knowledge around what to do with property, what strategy to use, and so on and so forth. The issue is deal flow. And I'm gonna prove this to you right here. So what's your biggest frustration? Off-market deals where the numbers work. Deal flow, leads. They need enough deals coming in where the numbers work. Like, so let's say you have a deal come in and the numbers don't work. If you've only got one deal that came in, then you haven't got enough deals. So you need enough deals that are coming in where the numbers work. So let's say, for example, you had 100 opportunities come in. Out of those 100 opportunities, there might only be 20, 30, 40 of those leads where the numbers actually work, where the person actually wants to work with you. But but for you to get 100 and something leads, you're not going to get that from begging estate agents to work with you, sending out landlord letters, posting up images on billboards or bus stops and stuff like that. Like, let's be real. Like, that's not how you're going to build your business, right? Like, what's the next thing? Like, somebody else here is talking about he's got his business going. Yeah, and he said he has customers who need properties. Listen to what is being said here. He has customers that need property. If he had a marketing system to acquire the units, which is the properties, his business would explode. So what does that really mean? That means that he needs leads. He needs consistent people. When I say leads is the customer, the excuse me, the prospect, the person that you want to work with, right? So that could come in a number of different shapes and forms. But in the property industry, it could be an investor, it could be a landlord that wants to have their property managed, it could be someone that wants to sell their property, it could be an architect that wants to work with someone for developing the land. There's so many different things that it could be, right? But that's what this person needs. They've got customers who need property. So they've got basically what he's saying is he's got investors that needs property. And he's struggling with getting the stock, getting the units, yeah, to work with. That's what he needs. Biggest frustration, finding qualified leads. Another thing, how to expand more. How do you expand more? With leads, finding landlords, interested in lead generation. So that in itself here should confirm that is the issue, that is the pain. It's not me just saying that's the pain, that's the problem. The biggest problem that people are experiencing when it comes to building out their business, right? Like this is from over 1,213 people that we have spoken to that are in the property industry, that are building their business, whether they're just starting out, whether they've been going for a little while, yeah. This is their biggest frustrations. Yeah? And I'm showing you just a small sample. Like this just goes on and on and on of people answering this question as being their problem. Now, there's other things as well, like maybe low money or lack of knowledge or so on and so forth, right? But this is the dominant thing that people have an issue with, right? They don't have that, yeah. And that's and the thing about this, yeah, is once you understand how to do this, how to generate leads, how to create deal flow on a consistent basis, once you understand how to do this, yeah, you don't even have to be an expert in property. You don't even have to have a massive portfolio yourself. And let me explain what I mean by that, yeah, because like you can be, if you are somebody that has a big portfolio and you just want to grow and you want to expand, then great. If you are somebody that's an expert and you're looking to get more deal flow and stuff like that, yeah, that's great. But you don't have to be. Let me explain what I mean when you say you don't have to be. Yeah? Once you master the part of generating the deal, which is probably one of the easiest bits. Once you get it, yeah, once you master that bit, you become the influential person. You become the person that is needed, because now you can go and collaborate and work with people. You can go and work with an expert that has expertise in running all the numbers and finding the best deals and negotiating and doing all of that type of stuff. You generate the deals, you collaborate with an expert, and you share in the profit of the deals that they close because you can generate deal flow, right? You've got somebody who's got a big portfolio and they're just looking to invest and stuff like that. You generate the deals, you go out with them on viewings and so on and so forth. You profit from a percentage of properties that they buy or properties that they take on and so on and so forth as a sourcer, right? So these are things that you can do. You don't have to be the expert. I'm not saying you don't have to have some baseline knowledge, but that knowledge is there. Like, right? We can provide that to you. That's easy to get access to that baseline knowledge, but you don't have to go and negotiate deals. You don't have to know all of that stuff once you can generate deal flow, right? So it's important to understand that, yeah. It's important to understand that you don't have to be the expert. Like you can collaborate with estate agents, letting agents, because even those people, like, and I know this because we speak to them, yeah, due to the pandemic and stuff like that, right? Like, and before that even, they struggle with deal flow. Like obviously they only get the word of mouth and stuff that comes in on a consistent basis, right? And a lot of them are not doing the type of things that really generate consistent flow, like, and really make their business expand. Like you'll find that, and this is something that I've found out, that there's a lot of like estate agents and letting agents, yeah, where they'll have like one or two or a few really big clients that have like massive, like 30, 40 or 150 portfolios, yeah. And that's what makes their business run. And because they've got that, then they get a lot of word of mouth because of that. And that's what keeps their business going. Yeah. You as a new person, that's not you. You don't have that available to you, yeah. So you've got to find a way that how do you compete with people like that? How do you stand out from people like that, right? So it's super important that you're aware of what is important here, like in relation to your ability to generate deal flow on a consistent basis. Yeah, like that's the missing piece. That's the missing piece, yeah, in this whole thing. And the missing piece is you. Like you, once you can generate deal flow, you can go and be the expert. You can go and be the person that goes and builds your own portfolio with the deal flow that you're doing. You can go and be the person that provides deals to other people and makes an amount of money, a fee for every deal that you pass on to people and stuff like that. You can sell leads on to people. You can collaborate with people. You become that missing piece. You become that most valuable player, yeah, within this industry. And this is the difference, like that. You're not told this stuff when you go to courses and different things like that. Like this is the way we come at this from a different angle, because we feel like it's a bit of a catch-22, the situation that people are being put in when it comes to different courses and stuff like that. Because I feel like what happens is that you go to these courses, you get all caught up in this information around the different strategies. And don't get me wrong, it's important to understand the strategies, yeah. But again, the most important thing is deal flow. And I just want to reiterate that repetition is the mother of skill. Like it's about that, yeah. So like, let's look at the bigger picture. Let's look at like what we can do here. Yeah? Like, so, and for me to sort of show you this, yeah, this is not about us. This is about what you can do with what we're showing you. But I need to show you that this is what we've done. Yeah, I want to show you what we've done and how we've come into this space. And we came in just like you. We thought we had to understand everything about property and so on and so forth. And we understand a lot about property. Yeah, we're not experts. I don't want to call myself an expert. I'm not a guru. I haven't got a massive portfolio, yeah. But what we do is we make money from property. We make money from property without having to own a property, without having to do all of the headache stuff related around property. And if you watched any of our previous like masterclasses or webinars or anything like that, yeah, you'll see that we're doing something which is really unique, where we're able to allow you to make money in property, and all you have to do is generate the lead. And then you have a team that just takes over the rest of it, right? They take over the rest of it. And it all came from us starting this process. And you can see here, this is a small sample of the leads that we've generated, right? And you can see here that like, these are leads we generated. Like, and if I zoom in, you can see that like there's properties where they're like £500,000, £1 million, 200K. We've got people that want to sell their, people that want to get their properties managed. And then you've got like, and this is the process, like everything. Like you can see here, there's a sample of ads that have attracted motivated property owners. Let me say that again. Ads that have attracted motivated property owners. So let me explain what I mean when I say that. Yeah. So when I'm saying that, what happens is, and I'll talk about this on another. Say again. Oh, I think somebody came through there. No worries. So what I want to do here is so this is ads that have attracted people. And what I want to make clear is this. So typically what you're taught to do is go on, send out landlord letters, send a HMO register, beg estate agents to work with you, go on job site, go on like property sites, post flyers up on lamp posts and all that type of stuff, right? Yeah, so that's the stuff that you're taught to do, right? And don't get me wrong, it generates some interest, yeah? Like you get the bottom of the barrel type of stuff, yeah, you get some interest. But when you go on these property courses, you're sold the dream of being able to generate 10, 20, 30K on a monthly basis, right, from this property business. But then you're not given the tools to be able to generate enough leads to make that possible. Because sending out landlord letters and send out landlord letters, begging estate agents to work with you, especially if you're brand new. Yeah, like if you've got some credibility with estate agents and stuff like that, like you can do a lot better with that. But especially if you're brand new or you're quite new, it's hard. There's no buy-in from them. There's nothing from them where they want to work with you, right? So what we've done is there are thousands of people, and we're going to go into this in more detail in another live, probably sometime this week or next week. I'm not sure when. Yeah, but there are thousands of people searching online right now. First of all, understand that first step. There are thousands of people that are property owners that are searching online right now, and they're searching for different things. They're searching for people to manage their properties. So they might be looking for guaranteed rent or people to manage their properties, or people to sell their properties. Okay, and you can see here these sample ads here. Yeah, just take a look on your screen and have a look at them. Yeah, like you can see that you've got, when somebody types in something like need guaranteed rent, need my property managed, looking for a property management company, right? Our message will be put up in front of them. So they'll see that message. And if that message speaks to them, they click on that message. And then they land on our website. And then listen to this process, it's really simple. Somebody has an intention, I need to sell my property, I need to get my property managed. Step one, somebody has an intention, not you interrupting somebody, sending letters to somebody that has not asked for it or anything like that. Yeah, somebody has the intention before they even know who you are. They have this intention in them. I need to sell my property. Somebody in my family's died. I need to get it sold. I'm in a divorce situation. I'm leaving the country. It's been on the market and broken chain. Whatever the scenario is, problematic tenants need to get it managed, need guaranteed rent. whatever the scenario is, somebody has an intention to find a service that provides, to find you. Somebody has an intention to find you because you offer one of these services, right? You put a message in front of them that tells them that you solved that problem. They click on that message. That message takes them to your page. From that page, remember how simple this is. Their intention, they click on the message. From that page, they read the information. They either pick up the telephone and talk to you, or they leave contact details for you to get in touch with them. It's as simple as that. Like, I want you to understand the process. There are thousands of people with an intention to either sell their property or get their property managed or looking for a rent guarantee for all different types of reasons, right? They go online and they search. They see your message. They click on your message. They end up on your page. Your page says the right things that creates curiosity that makes them pick up the telephone or leave information on your, or submit their information on your website, right? And then you have that information to contact that person back. You now have a lead. It's as simple as that. They didn't even buy anything. Now, when we do this type of stuff, right? Before we'd have to then we have to go, we take that call and then we have to go and do a viewing, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, the other day, this is how you get into property, right? You build it up. We've got this new process, yeah, where once that lead has generated, either they pick up the telephone or they put their details in and submit their details, yeah, our job is done. And the next slide will show you some of the communication that happens from our team that we do not have to pay, but we get paid for every property that is sold, yeah, or every property that is taken over and managed, yeah, and we can put you in front of the right people to take over this process for you, yeah, and so all you've done is generate the lead, yeah. Now you're collaborating. Now you don't have to do it like this. You can take over the deals yourself and you can work the deals yourself, yeah. I just like processes where I make money without having to do all of the work, and I have the freedom of my time. Yeah, that's what I like. And if you like the same, you're gonna like this. Yeah, and you can see here. I'm gonna read some of these different communications here. So this is our team, and what happened was really good. And you can see this is this year. This is like this month. This is just a few messages from this month and some different deals that have come in. Yeah, and what's good about this is that they take over the process, and then every time they have a communication with your lead, yeah, they make a note of it and they tell you what's happening. So I wake up in the morning. Imagine this. You wake up in the morning, you log in and you check and see the status of your lead. And then you find out that, okay, you've got a lead, somebody called Nicole. Hi, Nicole. This particular property was purchased at 40K. Mill was purchased at 39. So this is a client that's got 3 properties they want to sell. This is an auction particular one. We're going to set a reserve at 35,000. See ID and proof address attached. So they've attached the IDs and proof. So all the legals, everything involved in doing it, yeah. I don't have to stress about that. I don't have to worry about that. My team handles that. I don't pay them to handle it. They handle it for me. I get paid a commission when the property sells, yeah. Let's look at this next one. So this is now telling us what's happened. Like, so spoke to the vendor, property has been vacant since May. Ran through the auction with the vendor, seems quite interested, but wants some more information sent over to her to read. Agreed a starting bid of 40K with a reserve of 45,000. Okay, now again, another property being sold, like the whole process, the communication, the follow-up with this person, now that information's been sent, when to get back with that person and stuff like that. I don't have to think about that. I don't want that stress. I don't have to think about that. That gets sorted out for me by my team, yeah, by your team. Like, if you want to be part of this, right? And let's have a look at another message here, yeah. Spoke with the vendor and as discussed the auction process, and discussed the auction process with the vendor and his wife are looking to downsize as their children have now grown up and have been in the house for 20 years. Vendor has no intentions of looking, had no intentions of looking at the auction initially. However, was convinced to have a look at it after speaking with somebody in the team. Let's see what it says here. It may be an option. Again, this communication is here. It's breaking down exactly what's happened, what they've said, and so on and so forth. And that process, and it might turn into something, it may not turn into something, yeah. But I don't have to worry about that. All I do is I just review what's happening. Vendor's husband has recently passed away. Like, these are things that happen, right? And it's unfortunate, but like this is what happened. Yeah, but and she's looking for a quick sale. Yeah, 2-bedroom on the road, just sold for 140. She'd like to sell for 140 as well, 140K as well. And hers is a 3-bedroom. And the mortgage only has 64K left on it. Vendor explained it's not often properties sell on the street, so it should sell quite quickly. Yeah. Again, imagine being able to wake up and just see the process of your leads and when they get sold and so on and so forth. You don't have to worry about that process. And then what happens is you get paid a minimum of £1,000 for every property that gets sold. Yeah. And or 1%. So it's a minimum of £1,000. Anything under 100K is a minimum of £1,000, and anything over 100K is 1%. That's what you'd get paid. Now, if you want to know more about it, if you want to understand how you can get involved in it, like you can speak with somebody in our team. Yeah, feel free to do so. I'm gonna wrap this up in a sec, but like I'll be honest with you, like the best person that this is for, really, yeah, like this is for somebody that really loves the property industry. Yeah, they've maybe been trying to do property for a little while, or they've got certain things going on in property, and they just want to build. They want to be able to consistently get some results and make money from the efforts that they're putting in. Yeah, and they maybe don't have all of the skill sets across all of the board, because who does within a business, right? Like maybe negotiation isn't your thing. Maybe the following up and the admin side is not your thing. Maybe the legal side, like you just be like, what do I do here? Yeah. For somebody that just wants to know that once I've generated the lead, there's something that can be taken over, or I can do the stuff myself. But if, for example, I need to be able to push it somewhere, I can do that. That's who this is for. Yeah. This is not for someone that's just looking for something where they think it's for free and it's like it's not gonna like basically it's a bit of time and effort in regards to what it takes to get this set up. It's really simple, but it's a bit of time and effort. Like you're looking at 2 to 3 weeks, depending on how motivated you are to get this set up and going, right? And something that we can help you with, right? Now, if you do decide to book a call with us, yeah, there's a couple of steps, there's a couple of things I want you to be aware of. Like, so the first thing is that if you're going to book a call with us, there's going to be an application process, and there's going to be questions that we're going to ask you. And if you don't fill out those questions, then we're not going to do the call with you. We're going to cancel the call, because from our perspective, we've got a lot of people that are interested in what it is that we're doing, right? And we need to understand that you are the right person to make this happen. This is not for everybody. It simply isn't. Like, this is a real business, right? And it is not for everybody. So these questions helps us ascertain whether you have the means, whether you've got the right mindset, where you currently are within your journey, so that we can customize and work out what the best thing is for you. So if that is something that you're interested in doing, I believe, let me have a quick look. Where are we? Malachi,
Yeah,
I think you're going to put the link
in the chat.
in the
It's in the
chat.
chat. Yeah.
Okay, so links in the chat. We'll also put a link in the Facebook group and on the YouTube description area, right?
Yeah, it should be above this video. Should be there.
Yeah. So there'll be something there for you guys to do what you need to do with. Yeah. And that's pretty much it. Like, this was just I don't know how long we've been on today, but this is like a little quick bit of content that we just wanted to talk about what's going on, and just keep updating you on, because we do this day in, day out. So like, you'll see the results, and the stuff that we're showing you is the stuff that we're currently doing, right? So you'll see these different like responses and stuff like that, and it'll be different every time, because we're pulling new ones in that are the new things that are happening within the business. So yeah, if you're interested, and this is the thing, it's one of these things, it's like there's no maybe. Like, please don't send us emails about you're thinking about it, and like, if you've got questions, that's fine. Yeah, but there's no maybe. It's either I'm interested and I've got some questions I want to ask and get started, or you're not. And it's as simple as that. Like, it's a really sort of simple process. And that is where we're at. There's no maybe, no like half-hearted, like, actually, because that half-hearted stuff is not, You don't build business with that type of attitude. And just so you guys know, we're going to be doing some more training on mindset around how you approach your day. It's to do with yourself and what makes you successful on a daily basis and stuff like that. So you're going to be sort of like, we're going to be dropping some of that stuff in the group as well. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed. Hope you really clearly get, whether you do it with us or not yet, you clearly get the only way to build and explode and scale, is finding a way to consistently build deal flow, whether it be with us or not. But the difference is that, sorry, let me just, I've just had a, so this is the thing. There are tons of courses and trainings and things out there, right? That you can go on that are generic, like Facebook ads, Google ads, Instagram ads, run ads, marketing and stuff like that. Tons of that stuff out there. Tons and tons and tons, yeah? So what makes us different? The difference with us is that we have specifically spent over 75, I think we were in the 80K range now, yeah, of spend on advertising in this space. So we've tested everything. We know what works, what doesn't. We've run ads. We've got live ads in the marketplace on a consistent basis. We know what words work, what tweaks people. We've tested everything. So you're not working with a generic company that's just gonna be trying to work it out as they go along and take your money. You're talking with a company that actually does this day in and day out, and we don't have the budget to spend across the whole of the UK and cover the whole of the UK. That's why the opportunity is available to you as well, because it's impossible for us to spend the amount of people that are looking for stuff online. We just don't have it. Like, it's just not, it's just like, do you know what I mean? So you can, that's where the opportunity is for other people to get involved. And yeah, we're open to sort of showing you that. Again, we're gonna be straight up, like, it's not free to show you exactly how to do it. Yeah? But it's not ridiculous either. Like, it's definitely something where you can make a return on investment really quickly if you put some time and effort in. But have a chat with us, get on the phone with us and have a really informed conversation and see from there. Any questions? Anybody got any questions? In the Facebook group, let me have a quick look and see if there's any Facebook groups, any questions. If not, it means I've done a great job. I've answered everybody's questions.
No, looks good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. So guys, as I say, get booked in, book a call. We'll chat to you soon. We'll be back with some more content for you guys very soon. Take care.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye.